Hey, good Thursday afternoon. Back at you with another video. I've been away for almost 2 weeks, but I'm back now. Um, Topic today: what happens when disabled veterans turn challenges into opportunities? Uh, they discover new skills, new passions, and sometimes even a new mission or a new career. Um, Today, we're talking about how disabled veterans across the country are learning new skills and exploring new hobbies that are helping them heal, connect, and thrive in society. Uh, Now, I just wanted to talk about uh, hobbies. What hobbies do you possess right now, or do you have any hobbies or anything like that? For me personally, I'm not gonna say that it's a hobby. It's definitely not a hobby. It's more of a habit. I walk in the mornings, I hit the gym at night, but I do that. But in between there's a void when depression can set in. Uh, not having anything physically to do, and then the mental drag, that you go through. And I can't say that I've always had any personal hobbies or anything like that. But I did. My city had a program called a chicken pilot program where they're allowing like some residents to have chickens or hens, should I say? And I applied for it. I didn't think I would get picked. They only having 50. I ended up getting selected for it, and I ended up having to take like a class on how to raise chickens and stuff like that pertaining to those chickens, and what to do with like with manure and stuff like that. So actually I just created a new hobby um, for me to do on a daily basis. So it's gonna be interesting. But you gotta fill that void, or your mind just runs rapid, just with weird thoughts and stuff like that. So I'm glad that I'm doing this, because even with the YouTube videos, I do it for not for a job. I do it just to do it. Try to help some veterans here and there, but not as a job. And when it feels like a job to me, then I have to take some time off, and that's what I currently just did. I had to take a week or two off and then get back at it mentally when I'm ready to do something. Get back out there. But here I am. Um, but you veterans, what new skills or hobbies do you have, and why do we have developed hobbies, and what do we benefit from it? Well, one, it definitely helps with improved mental health. Hobbies can reduce your stress, anxiety, and depression. Physical rehabilitation, adaptive activities can aid in recovery. uh, Building community and camaraderie, connecting with other veterans. Once you leave the military, you're used to being around your buddies and stuff like that, and you leave and you don't all have that same connection with your civilian friends like you used to, because you've changed, you've grown different. Uh, Creating purpose and structure, which is essential after military service. Military very structured, and then when you get out, you don't see that same structure, which becomes very frustrating. So being around other veterans definitely helps, but finding something that you could do, um, whether it's a hobby or anything like that. I see some veterans, they do the remote control planes, the remote control cars. um, it's a lot of different things. The gardening. Actually, you can't see it because it's too small, but I just did some gardening things that I'm planting in the backyard behind me. Everything's real small, so you can't see it right now, but I did get a chance to plant like some squash, zucchini, um, jalapeno peppers, tomatoes, everything small, but we'll see how this goes. But this is just something that I'm doing as a hobby to fill that void, you know. So what are you doing to fill that void? Um, and then there's also support groups out there that can help you with these things, uh, like Wounded Warrior Project or Team RWB, which is Red, White, and Blue, Farmer Veteran Coalition, local VA adaptive program. So there's programs out there. You know, if you're willing to do a little research to find some help, you know, or find somebody to lean on, you know, just so you can get out of that house, or even if you gotta stay home, because some veterans are have to stay at home, but you know, you can find something that you can do to fill that void, just to give that mind a break. Um, so this is what I'm doing right now, and I'm gonna see how this goes. I don't have my chickens yet, but I did get the chicken coop put up 2 days ago, so I'm working on that. In the next probably 7 days, 7 to 10 days, I should have uh, my chicks. But I'm kind of being cautious about that because we can't like have a rooster. So you don't know the sex of a chicken till he's a little older, until she's a little older. Um, so I'm kind of toying around with that, seeing which way to go with that. And but hey, I'm here, um, looking to just have a better quality of life. And if hobbies is that, then you know I'll do it through some hobbies. You know, also some veterans. I just thought about it. A lot of veterans do a lot of motorcycle riding. You know, they have a lot of guys that they ride with, and mentally that definitely helps. I do have a motorcycle, and but I don't ride like every day. I'm not like an everyday rider, but I do ride, and I ride alone pretty much unless my buddy comes down into town. Other than that, I ride alone, and I do feel better when I get out there on the motorcycle. I'm out there on the bike. You know, I feel better, but that's just something that's just temporary. You know, so me personally, I gotta have multiple things that I can do to keep me uh, engaged and keep my mind working properly. So hey, that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to get back out here today. I know I have been gone for a couple weeks, and hey, if you know a veteran, you see a veteran, help a veteran. All right, I'm out.